Welcome back my YouTube channel Rare Coin Update. In today's video, we are diving into the story of one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins in South Africa's history, the 1994 5 Rand coin. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary piece of currency, something you could easily overlook in your pocket or wallet, but for coin collectors and rare coin enthusiasts, this particular coin has been the center of attention because of its extraordinary rarity, its unique history, and the jaw-dropping value it can command. An astonishing $17 million in the collector's market. Now you may be wondering, how could a simple 5 Rand coin possibly be worth more than luxury cars, mansions, or even some private jets? That is exactly what we are going to explore in this video. And by the end, you'll understand why this coin has such a legendary status among rare coin experts. So stay tuned, because every detail matters. And who knows, you might even have one of these treasures hidden away without realizing it. Let's start with the background. The year 1994 was a turning point in South African history. It was the year the country held its first democratic elections, marking the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new era under Nelson Mandela. Coins minted during this year carry not just monetary value, but also enormous symbolic and historical importance. This is one of the main reasons collectors place such high value on the 1994 5 Rand coin. It is not simply money. It is a physical reminder of history being made. The design of the coin also adds to its appeal. On one side, you'll see the famous gnu, or wildebeest, running, a powerful symbol of South Africa's wildlife and strength. On the other side, the national coat of arms of that time is proudly displayed. These details may appear ordinary at first, but when you connect them to the historical context of 1994, they transform into something extraordinary. Every line, every image on the coin becomes a storyteller of South Africa's journey. But design and history are only part of the story. What really makes this coin so valuable is its rarity. The 1994 5 Rand coin was not minted in very large numbers, and many of the coins that were released into circulation over the years have been damaged, lost, or melted down. Finding one in pristine, mint condition is incredibly rare. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. The fewer the surviving examples, the higher the demand, and the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. Another reason for the $17 million valuation is the concept of provenance. Provenance refers to the documented history of an item, where it came from, who owned it, and how it was preserved. Coins with strong provenance, especially those linked to major historical events, often fetch extraordinary sums at auctions. For example, if a 1994 5 Rand coin can be traced back to official mint packaging or has been certified by a trusted grading company, its value skyrockets. Collectors will bid fiercely for such pieces. Now let's talk about coin grading, because this is a key factor in understanding why some coins reach astronomical values. Professional grading companies examine coins under magnification, checking for flaws, scratches, wear, and luster. They then assign the coin a grade on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If a 1994 5 Rand coin receives a grade near the top of this scale, its value could easily reach into the millions. It's not just about owning the coin. It's about owning the best preserved version of that coin in existence. Collectors and investors are always chasing what we call top pop, meaning the top population or the highest graded examples of a coin known in the world. These top pop coins are like trophies. They may look identical to the naked eye compared to a lower graded coin, but under expert inspection, the difference in sharpness, shine, and strike quality can mean the difference between a coin worth a few $100s and a coin worth $17 million. That let's also consider the psychology of collecting. Why would someone pay $17 million for a coin with a face value of only 5 Rand? The answer lies in the human desire for rarity, status, and ownership of history. For wealthy collectors, buying a rare coin is not just a financial transaction. It is about holding something unique, something that cannot be replicated. There may be thousands of luxury cars or paintings, but only a handful of these coins in perfect condition exist. That exclusivity drives prices through the roof. Over the years, auction houses across the world have witnessed incredible bidding wars over coins like this. Imagine a packed auction room, with wealthy collectors raising their paddles, each unwilling to back down, each desperate to claim ownership of the 1994 5 Rand. The tension rises, the bids climb higher and higher, and when the hammer finally falls, the winning bid stands at an unbelievable figure: millions of dollars. That is how legends are made in the coin world. But here's where it gets exciting for you as a viewer. Many rare coins that are now worth millions were once considered ordinary pocket change. People often discover them tucked away in old drawers, coin jars, or inherited collections. There have been countless stories of individuals finding a rare coin by accident and becoming millionaires overnight. Could the same be true for you? That's the dream that keeps collectors motivated. And that's why it's worth learning about coins like the 1994 5 Rand S. What should you look for if you think you might have one of these coins? First, check the year. It must clearly show 1994. Second, inspect the condition. If it has been heavily circulated, scratched, or worn, it will not reach the top values, but it may still be worth much more than face value. If the coin looks sharp, shiny, and almost untouched, that's when you need to take it seriously and consider getting it graded by a professional service. Third, research the provenance. If the coin has remained in original packaging or comes with certification papers, its value could increase dramatically. Now, let's imagine stretching out the possibilities. Suppose you have a 1994 5 Rand coin in near-perfect condition. You send it to a grading company, and it comes back with one of the highest possible grades. At that point, you could approach major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Sotheby's, where collectors with deep pockets are waiting. Under the right circumstances, the bidding could rise into the tens of millions. That's how we reach the figure of $17 million, a combination of rarity, condition, history, and market demand. But remember, this market is also full of myths, exaggerations, and false hopes. Not every 1994 5 Rand coin is worth millions. In fact, the vast majority are worth only a small premium above face value. It is the rarest of the rare, the finest surviving examples that achieve legendary prices. That's why knowledge is power in this field. If you understand how grading works, how auctions operate, and how to spot true rarity, you can protect yourself from disappointment and maybe even uncover a hidden treasure. Think about it this way. Coins are like time machines. They carry with them the weight of history, culture, and human achievement. The 1994 5 Rand coin is not just a piece of metal. It is a reminder of South Africa's rebirth, of a new chapter in the nation's story, and of the collectors who see value where others see only loose change. As we near the end of this deep dive, let's recap the key points. The 1994 South Africa 5 Rand coin is incredibly valuable because of its connection to history, its rare surviving numbers in top condition, the importance of provenance, and the passion of collectors willing to pay record-breaking sums. It is a coin that has transcended its face value and become a symbol of wealth, rarity, and history. The next time you come across an old coin, don't dismiss it as pocket change. Take a closer look because hidden treasures are out there. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll discover a coin like the 1994 5 Rand and realize you're holding not just money, but a fortune worth millions.